Welcome back to Dishonored 2. wait, okay. Alright, when we last left off, we had begun scouting out the area around the Royal Conservatory, which is the area that most of this mission today is going to take place in. This episode, what we're going to be doing is continuing with our scouting and probably hitting up most of the places in the surrounding area of the city that aren't actually part of the Royal Conservatory itself. So like any excess buildings or places that we need to go to get runes and bone charms and stuff. I have already spent a little bit of time at the shop back there. We did get one mission from him to find an associate of his who he had given a mission and hasn't returned. So we gotta find what happened to his associate, the black market guy. Other than that, our mission remains the same, which is namely to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory and deal with Brianna Ashworth in any way that we see fit. To do that, we've been given a couple suggestions like that maybe the, the Overseers, the Order of the Overseers can help us in some fashion. The Overseers are like the religious police in the Dishonored world, as we know very well. We've had some run-ins with them. Not really in this game, but in the last game. And if we're dealing with witches, maybe the established religious order who doesn't like the witches could be able to help us a little bit. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. Just feeling things out, exploring the town a little bit, and having a good time, kind of like we're about to do right now. Beautiful. And he doesn't hear a thing. Great for me. Now, I should probably, after we deal with this little fella right... get a little loud after with this guy. I'll have to figure out where the runes are. I think everybody up here is dead, so it's probably a good time. Well, I don't know. Let me look around a little bit more before I whip out the old heart. Gimme, and yeah, we're just gonna be exploring, basically. If you can keep an eye on the video, that's great. If you can't, I don't blame you. I have just got a haircut, and my forehead is just absolutely massive. I lack the proper words to describe it. So if you're blinded by the just glaring sheen that's coming off my forehead, I don't blame you. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope instead that we can both be united in our quest to find goodies before we confront the vile Brianna Ashworth, co-conspirator of Delilah Copperspoon. I'm surprised I remember that. Yeah, her name is Delilah Copperspoon, I think. Copper something. Spoon something too, and I'm pretty sure it's Copperspoon. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, some sort of, I think just a wall of light up ahead. Being powered by the windmill up there. Okay, so we should get rid of the windmill before we go too much farther. I think this is all just one big connected building, but I do want to be sure. I don't want to miss anything good. Yeah, the black market, that's the door from the alleyway that leads to the black market shop. So really nothing too much in here for me to see. And this, though, is where we need to go. This is where the quest marker for the Overseers is. So we need to get in here. The door's locked. I feel like I only see one guy. There's probably more in there, and it's probably trapped too, but I don't know, whatever. When in doubt, when you can't get through doors, I often find the best thing to do is shoot. There's another one. Oh god. Dang. Alright, that's going to attract a lot of people, I feel like. There were guards outside, and there's no way they did not hear that explosion. Or maybe there is. Okay, that's fine, but let's just cover our tracks here. We'll hide a nice little stun mine underneath the broken door there. And I guess there's only one in here. Only aggroed one anyways, and it seems like a small apartment, so I guess maybe we're safe after all. And we'll just plop him down. Aw, he looks comfy. So, we need to get any information we can that could help us in our quest to fight against the vile witches of Delilah. I hear... No. Is that a bone charm? Whatever. I think it was just the sink. Yeah, I guess we'll play this. Ugh.
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The Overseers are the forward-facing ways of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Now, I'm not too familiar with the Oracular Order or what they're supposed... Okay. On the Oracular Order by Mr. Douglas here. Much has been said about the blind sisters of the Oracular Order. In truth, their lives... I'm sorry, their eyes function just as well as yours or mine. However, they do endeavor to become blind to distractions and frivolities. They will, if necessity, I am having trouble, bids them walk among us. Okay. And then it goes on, it looks like to describe the typical meeting for Sisters of the Oracular Order. So Sisters of the Oracular Order are basically nuns who act as, as like seers then, maybe? For the main guys in the Order of the Abbey of the Everyman. So the sisters here would kind of be giving them their prophecies, and that means that if Delilah has indeed infiltrated the Sisters of the Oracular Order, then she could be kind of using that power that comes from them to influence the Abbey itself and gain control over that. And the Abbey, in turn, has huge influence on the lives of everyday citizens. If she can control the Abbey, she controls not only the throne, but also the church, so there you go. However, the Abbey is apparently on to her and is none too keen to let witches... Whoops. I should use that more. None too keen to let witches have, any say in anything. In any walk of life. In Dunwall. Or the world of Dishonored. I should use the bells and stuff more as like distractions. They're scattered throughout the world. You're supposed to use bells and alarm clocks and alarms and all that as distractions to lure in guards or to set up, maybe just to lure them away from a checkpoint so you can pass, to lure them in so you can kill them, whatever. I haven't really made use of that at all, to be honest. Nor will I. I say I'd like to, and I would, but I won't, so... yeah, there's that. So there's a wall of light right up here that we... Oh, there's a room over there, which we're gonna get to before we go through the wall of light.
He looked at the wall of light, then climbed up to check the windmill. All good. Why?
Yeah. Before I do, I forgot when I was over there. I should have gone up there and taken the windmill out right now, but I forgot. So we'll get it before we pass, but... yeah, it's all locked, but I do want to go over there and check out what's on this block of apartments. See if there's any good coinage to be found within this apartment building. All the checkpoints are on the other side of the wall of light at this point, so this is just for the... just for the... man, words. Just for the heck of it. This particular... oh, a woman sleeping. Yeah, these are just civilian apartments over here, I think. Which is cool. I like that about the worlds of Dishonored, how like not everything needs to be an objective, not everything needs to be like part of an intensely detailed and rich... I mean, it is, I'm sorry. Not everything needs to be part of the plot, you know? Witches don't have to be everywhere, overseers don't have to be everywhere. But there is a big, rich, intensely detailed world with just random citizens chilling in their apartments. It's cool. It adds immersion. You know, I gotta have that immersion. That hot, sweet immersion. Yeah, I think I'm done here. Uh-oh. The first time I ever... oh, there's a door. And there's a pipe! Okay, we'll go that way. The first time I ever hopped into one of those, like those guard checkpoints with the hatches that open on the roof was in the, I think, second episode I did for Dishonored 2. And it... I kept getting stuck. The first time I played through that, I don't recall even if I was recording, but
Air feels damp, heavy.
I kept getting stuck over and over and over. Not like in a gameplay way, but just like I would like glitch. I don't know what was happening. I really have no idea. Hey, look, a witch. Okay, now we seem to be in like a back alley area of this. Hello. What? Oh, talking to her. Yep. We're in like the ghetto now. A tiny little section inhabited by vile witches. Ugh, disgusting. Okay. You know what? We gotta... Alright, that worked. We can't let them come back and haunt us. We have to burn them. That didn't work. Okay. No mercy for the wishes. That's our MO for the rest of this mission. And the game. You know what? Delilah and her coven, they destroyed everything that was ours and are wreaking havoc upon my nation. So if they think they can get away with anything, they are sorely mistaken, and we will burn them all. Burn the witches. It's auto-saving. This game, I don't think... Every time I see the autosave icon come up, it's... I don't know. I feel like something's about to happen, because in a lot of games, when you autosave, or when the autosave comes up, it's because you've reached a checkpoint, like it's saving again. Wait. Fuck me. No, that's, that was me.
What?
Don't ask. Okay, so that little hiccup there, but we're fine. Now let's listen to the good old.
What do those walls hide?
Yeah, it's something else. Something else in there, girl. Let's listen to Duke Luca Bell talk about whatever he's talking about. Nothing good, I am fuck me. I hate feeling like I have to carry on. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. But, like, I hate feeling like I have to carry on some sort of conversation, which you do, but at the same time, it's kind of weird that, like, I don't know, it's a weird balance to strike, and it's weird that we do this sort of thing. That, like, oh shit. Oh, smooth. But it's weird that, like, the whole, I am just setting off traps left and right, that we do Let's Plays. That Let's Plays are even a thing. One guy, a couple guys, a number of people start making videos of themselves playing games. I guess it started way back even before that, though. Weren't there like typed out Let's Plays? I don't even know the history of Let's Plays, but a couple people do well, and then here we all are trying to do what they do because we love video games, and who wouldn't want to do it? But sometimes talking to a camera and having to act like I don't know, it can feel disingenuous at times, because it's not like you don't want to talk to a camera. It's not like you don't want to, like, I don't know. Let's talk to the outsider. Maybe he'll have something brilliant to say.
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Yeah. Vice Overseer Byrne is the guy who's like in charge of all the overseer operations in Karnaca. he's the one who we're gonna have to deal with eventually. Whether it's in a good way or a bad way, we'll have to meet up with him and deal with him eventually. But now we know a little bit about the backstory of Brianna Ashworth, a noble woman in training who was married off before, or who was escaped before she could be married off by her parents, and met up and got involved with Delilah and her coven. I don't know if that's going to be of any use to us particularly, but it's interesting to know and interesting to get more into the lore of the world and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I totally forgot. Condemned due to infestation, and there's stuff in there, so that's going to be a fun time in there next episode. I do want to end the episode here. We're going on for like 15 minutes, and I don't like to do stuff too much longer than that. So I'm going to cut the episode here, and we're at a good spot. Next episode, we'll probably head into the conservatory.
I asked him to double the number of mine workers, and he did it. No questions, no complaints. Arnaka needed miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the Serkonan spirit. That's what we need.
Yeah, man. Alright, so yeah. Big episode next time. We'll head into the conservatory. We'll make sure to grab all the runes and bone chimes finally, since we failed to do that before. And it's going to be a great, fun, good time, I'm sure. So make sure to stick around for that one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the video, what you didn't like, whatever. Do whatever you got to do to let me know, though. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Aside from my soul, there goes a sight,